everyone, Red Ice here. Today I'm going to go over the ultimate rune guide for Brave 9. So for this video I'm going to dive into 4 parts. We're going to have warriors, supporters, defenders, and magicians. I'm going to put each class in a different video. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I got a lot of people asking me in my guild, in the Brave 9 discords and stuff. They ask me, you know, what runes do I put on a certain unit? And a lot of the times it isn't as obvious as it seems. So I'm gonna go over every 3 to 5 star unit that the runes for each of these units. So without further ado, let's get started. So to go over why runes are important, runes are very essential. And you hear this, especially in Guitar Rock's videos, he'll be like, no runes on Glacia, no runes on Michaela, and he'll make fun of enemies that don't have runes on them, because runes essentially make and break the game. If you have bad runes, your team's gonna, most likely, you know, runes attribute to unit survivability and unit output, the amount of damage that they output. So good vital and shield runes allow your mercenaries to last longer, to live longer in the fight, and good assault, rage, and fatal runes allow them to deal more damage. So like my Kali here, if I remove my 2 runes on her, alright, and we go, it's like 27k, right? We're at 27.7k. We add the runes back on, so I go to vital and I add these runes back. You see that she gets to 52k, almost 53k. So pretty much it's like 1.9 times more HP. You know? So this just makes, you know, having almost 2 times as much HP, 25,000 increase, so 25,000 plus 27,000, so like 1.9 times more HP. Like that significantly makes it difficult to kill Kali. You know, a triple buff Dalvi can one-shot a no-rune Kali, but no matter how buffed Dalvi is, she won't be able to one-shot Kali with 2 very strong vital runes. So, okay, we get a Kellan here. So yeah, I'm just gonna make him into another Farrel later. But anyways, that's not the purpose of this video. So another thing is, when you farm runes, right, you want to wait for the day of the rune temple, because that you get 2 times as many rune pieces, and then you save all your horseshoes. You know, do what you need to do to get like the shining skill book or whatever mercenary stuff in here, but then don't spend any more horseshoes than you have to. I typically don't do the clear 5 campaign stages unless it's the day of the campaign, because then the day of the campaign I get two rank up stars for free. So I rather just get those rank up stars, because I ran out of 3-star rank up stars. So alright, anyway, let's head over, let's go to warriors. Alright, so Edin, you can build them 2 ways, and when I give out these rune suggestions, these are the optimal best case. You can put whatever runes you want. I'm just going to give you the optimal rune cases. Okay, so you can throw vital runes on Edin, I really don't care. If you want vital runes on Edin, fine by me, you know. But if you are gonna go for a tanky Edin, you want 2 strong shield runes, because at plus 15 I'm assuming that all your mercenaries are going to be at max level, the max skill level. So whenever I give out these rune guides, they're going to be at the mercenary at their max skill level, unless I'll have exceptions as I go. So if you don't have Edin to plus 15, where he gets us 35% defense, right, build him with assault runes. If you do have him at plus 15, which most of you guys should, because Edin is pretty useless elsewise, you build him 2 shield runes, because he has 45% defense, 35 from this skill, 10% base. So 2 strong shield runes should get him to 100% defense, and that way he's pretty hard to kill. If you're going to build him 2 assault, which I've seen a lot of people do, is because he typically, his full force strike does not kill on first go. Like, he won't kill Grand on the first swing. He won't kill a lot of high HP tanks on the first swing, unless he has good buffs. So usually you put 2 assault, or you could do 1 assault, 1 rage to maximize more damage, since his full force strike can crit. Alright, simple. Lyudmila, I see a lot of people say, oh, don't put double vital on Lyudmila, but no. For Lyudmila, you don't want 1 vital, 1 rage. Because it's based off of current HP, you want 2 vital runes. I've seen a lot of people do 1 vital, 1 rage is a bad idea. She already has a lot of, you know, base crit. She's 70% base crit, 75% base crit damage. So all you really need is good buffs on her and she'll be fine. You know, you don't really... 2,491 HP is not a lot. So I have my Lyudmila is double vital. I can even show you guys. Lyudmila double vital, I have percent and flat. So you want to do percent rune, flat rune. Yeah. But for Edin, I forgot to mention, Edin you want double percent. 2 assault runes, percent, both percent. I should have clarified that. So when you build Edin, which I don't have, you just put 2% assault runes there. Kiria, 2 rage runes or 2 assault runes, both with substat agi, because her 4th skill is adroitness, which benefits from agi. So anytime you see adroitness or swiftness, you want runes that have substat agi, because you can't get there's no such thing as an agility rune. So keep that in mind. The reason why I put double rage on my Kiria is because of this skill, decomposition. You see his enemy max HP. So if you're going to try to maximize this ultimate strike skill, put double assault. If you want to maximize this decomposition skill, do double rage. I do double rage to maximize the decomposition skill. So my Kiria, double rage, both with substat agi. There you go. All right, next Merc. So Larkis, double assault. He doesn't have any crit damage, doesn't have any crit rate. So his skill primarily is just from attack. He's just there. He's like a better Hell, essentially. You just want him to be there. So moving on to Taylor. Taylor, you could do double assault, double rage, or 1 assault, 1 rage. Optimally 1 assault, 1 rage. And remember, keep in mind, it's all percent. These are percent runes. She does not benefit much from flat runes. So you want... My Taylor I have right now is 1 assault, 1 rage. So, like I said, I'm true to my word. Whatever I'm recommending you, I'm using this in my own formation, in my own lineup. So, yeah. All right, next Merc for warriors, Wilhelmina. So Wilhelmina, like I said, this is adroitness. So you want, she has a really high crit damage. So you can. So you can do 1 assault, 1 rage, double assault, or double rage, since it's based off attack. And she's gonna crit. She's gonna most likely crit depending on her agi. So her agi is what, 20%? You can get her agi to 36, but you can also do a split rune too. If you want to increase her chance of critting, you can do like a fatal rage rune or a fatal assault rune if you want, since her base assault isn't really that high. You want to focus more on rage for her because she's a multi-hitter. So multi-hitters, typically you want to go rage because their attack is going to get undermined by their multi-hits. So Anastasia, only one way to do her. That sounded kind of wrong. Only one way to outfit her with rune-wise. Double rage, that's it. My Anastasia is double rage, mainly because if you don't put double rage, you won't benefit from Fatal Fury. So my +9 Anastasia has double the Fatal Fury rune, the Fatal Fury. Yeah, that just the way to do it. You know, can't go wrong. Yuri is kind of like Taylor in that sense. 1 assault, 1 rage, double assault, or double rage. She will most likely crit from 1 good buff. If you want her to be more reliant, like self-reliant, I could do like a split rage crit, a split rune. So fatal rage rune to get her crit rate up. I'm running mine double rage. So I have 2 really strong rage runes here. Yeah, I mean, I could do a fatal split rune here, but you just want to, I'm maximizing the damage output by giving this much rage, because this ultimate strike will crit. 1 good buff, you know, from a Refi or from Isabel or Veronia, easily can 1-tap, easily crits. And Yuri does a ton of flat damage, like her normal attack with good buffs easily kills. I have Yuri counter Glacia. Like my Yuri can consistently one-shot Glacia. So Hanya, you do double assault. Double assault since he already has a bunch of crit damage. You see, before battle. So he gets crit damage, and then he already gets like a full 100% crit damage and 100% attack. So I would just focus on the attack, give him more attack because he's not gonna crit. He has 0% crit rate. You know. He has 0% crit rate, so unless you're gonna buff him, you could do double fatal. Like if you put 2 fatal runes on him, or like a fatal in a fatal rage, 1 good buff, and have him move within the first 5 turns, he's gonna do so much damage. Or like, you know, 2 5-star legend fatal runes, get him to 100%, have him move first, he's gonna do so much damage. You know, 1 buff, have him move, so much damage. So depends on how you want to run it. But Hanya is double assault, or if you want to use my niche way, double fatal. I don't use Hanya right now, so I don't have any runes on him. But yeah, I don't use Victor either. Victor is pretty much crap considering he's like a Michaela as a warrior. He dies within like 4 turns. He just kills himself. You know, literally, if you look at the user board, nerf the smirk, drop rate, effing useless. I don't think I've ever seen an arena, at least not since I passed over. Someone put vital runes on him. Do you have the stupid? You see? Never gotten him. From our reading, this is a good thing. Reworking companion to make him meta. Yeah, like Victor is just trash, so don't worry about it. If you have Victor, just say like get, you know. If you have Victor, if you have duplicates of Victor, just skill him, like skill transfer him away. But otherwise, like don't worry. Like, Victor's trash. Okay. Eleaneer, you can do similarly, 1 assault. You build her like you build the Christina. So you could do like a assault rage, double rage, assault. You know, do like a assault rage split. Because these 2, she has 2 additional damage skill types. So it means that her damage will do 3. So it's like she has her normal damage, and then she has 2 additional damage types, which means that she essentially hits 3 times. So yeah. You want to focus on the attack in this case, but she has pretty low attack, so you could do 1 fatal, 1 rage to get in 1 good buff. So 1 good buff and Eleaneer will do it. Eleaneer's not bad, she's not meta, but against non 100% defense units that can die, you know, that don't have like full HP, 80% HP or less, pretty easy, 1 shot. She can easily 1 shot those units. Kaina, you see here swiftness, so you want 2 assault, double assault. You build her like Dalvi, double assault substat agi. You could do double rage substat agi, or do 1 fatal, 1 rage substat agi, since her DOT can crit. If you want her DOT to crit, do 1 fatal, 1 rage. So Barbara, you could do double fatal. If you're gonna counter Gran with Barbara, do double fatal. Two fatal runes, and 1 good buff will allow you to pretty much one-shot Gran. Even though this curse gets reflected to you, if you have enough crit rate, because you can get your crit rate over to 100%, it just shows up as 100 when you fight, but anything will go over, it carries over. So give double fatal both substat defense, so that when she gets this heal, she'll have 100% defense when she attacks, but the curse will get cursed back at her, so that's obvious. But then, you know, if you have 100% defense when you attack units that are not Gran, that would be great too. So double fatal to one-shot Gran, otherwise do 1 fatal, 1 rage to maximize damage. You could do, yeah, 1 fatal, 1 rage to maximize damage. Yeah, so double rage to max damage, 1 fatal, 1 rage, if you want to crit more often, just from 1 buff. And then double fatal to fight against Gran. If you're using your Barbara as a Gran counter, put 2 fatal runes on her. So, and then buff her with Michaela's buff, and make sure she has like buff her with Stella. If you buff Barbara with Stella or Veronia and have her smack Michaela, Gran's gonna die, like almost 100% likely to die. Because Veronia will give 98.4 plus the 95 from this skill. Basically, her curse won't even do anything. Oh, already removed stats enhancement. Okay, so that doesn't even matter in that regard. But yeah, if you fight Gran, yeah, put double fatal. So because that enhancement nullifier will remove it. But Stella should prevent you from that. Stella has irremovable buffs, so. Dwen is double shield. He's a very tanky warrior. He used to be in meta like a long time ago, but now he's not. It's like at least a year ago he used to be in meta. But now he's not. Domination isn't as broken as it is now, as it used to be. So, yeah, Domination used to be better, now it's not as good. Dalvi, double assault, substat agi, since she does 6 damage, so you really want 2 assault runes with substat agi, so she benefits from the swiftness. That's simple enough. Farrel, you could do double rage, 1 fatal, 1 rage, or assault rage. Basically, you want to maximize, you want him to crit, but he's only used for a world boss. So you want him to crit and then maximize the damage from the burn and the crit. You want him to crit damage. You want the crit damage to be higher because I believe Monster Bash can crit. Yeah, Monster Bash can crit. So just keep that in mind. Ventana. Oh, go back. Okay, nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, there we go. Ventana has swiftness, so you want agi. So you could do double. I would do double assault, substat agi, or double rage, substat agi, or 1 assault, 1 fatal, 1 rage, substat agi, so that she can crit because you want her to crit. She gets an attack boost off of her agi, which is 25%. So what? 16 plus 25, so 41 agi. 41 agi is not bad. And then it gets 100% defense. Actually, yeah, she already has 5% defense, so she gets 100% defense. It's pretty good. And yeah, can't go wrong, personally. Ventana is still pretty good. She'll trade, even with the Helga meta, she'll still trade, so 1-1. So she'll kill, if one of your defenders has taunt, you're pretty much screwed. Like, she'll just one-shot you anyway. So, I don't have Ventana built, so yeah. Foxy, Chain Explosion can crit, so keep that in mind. Although I would personally focus on double assault because her bomb counter, is pretty good. But you could do double rage if you want, double assault or double rage. I personally would do rage because, like I said, anytime you have a multi-hit unit, you want to focus on the rage. You want them to crit because their attack is going to get weakened. So Christina, I have my Christina built 1 assault, 1 rage split. So I can show you what that means. So I have an assault rage split. Where's my Christina? Christina. Oh, Christina. I don't know where my Christina went. Okay. I'm literally blind as a bat. Here we go. Runes. So I have a split crit damage and attack rune, and I need to refine the option refine. I got this rune as a HP, but I don't have any rune beads to refine it. So you want this substat to be attack. You want the option refine here, you want this to be attack 8%. So right here, 8% attack. So I have a rage and then an assault rage rune. So I have a flat, that way I can maximize. She has like 1000 attack or 800 attack, but she will most likely crit. 1 buff and she'll always crit. I have like 247%, so 248% basically. So that's how you want to build Christina. Jin, double assault with substat agi because he has adroitness. So, and then you benefit from the damage counter. So that is what you do that for. And then he already has super high agi, so give him substat agi. He'll have like a lot. Yeah, 65. That's 81 agi. Yeah, that's pretty broken. So Siegmund is like Dwen. He has the armor power, so double shield. Don't build him any other way. Easy. Gunther, you could do 1 assault, 1 rage, double rage, or 1 assault, double assault. I have mine doing double assault so that I maximize I don't have the best runes on him, but I have him double assault 1 flat and 1%, so like he has the most amount of attack. Because like if you go here and like you know, let's say I go to assault, I could put this. No, this is worse. Huh, I need to refine this rune. This rune is crap. Let's see. Do I have? Let's see here. Yeah, no, it's bad. You want a flat rune because if I try placing this, it increases. But yeah, you want a flat rune and a percent rune for him. So Rydell, oh, we're not even there yet. My bad. I'm not looking at the book. Huh. Alrighty, so Rogan multi-hitter, like I said, so double rage. You can do 1 assault, 1 rage. You can also do double assault, but personally, I would do double rage. I might even do like a crit rune, like a fatal rune, so he can crit more with 1 buff. He only has a 10% crit rate, so it's pretty low. His attack is also pretty low, so like I said, a lot of times when you have these low attack units, right, you want to maximize the rage, the crit damage output. So Elija, since she doesn't really do much, right, like there's no like maximizing damage thing, you could do double vital, double shield to make her survive longer, but otherwise she doesn't really do much outside of give enemy debuffs. So now moving on to 4 stars. So Scarlet, a lot of people do not build vital runes on Scarlet. I see a lot of people doing that. You don't want to do that. You can do double assault, double rage, or 1 fatal, 1 rage. I have mine as 1 fatal, 1 rage, so that with 1 buff she can crit always. So my Scarlet is 1 fatal, 1 rage. So as you can see, 1 buff from Hyunwoo or 1 buff from Ebony or whatever, I can easily get 100% crit rate. I will always crit because her damage comes from the advantageous pounce, which is remaining HP rate as a percentage times attack times 350%. So you want to her remaining HP rate. If she has 5,000 HP, or mine's 3,100 as my max HP. So you convert 3,100 as a percent. So 3,100 is my 100% HP. Is 100% HP. So that means that at the start I will have 100% HP times my attack times 350% times my crit damage if I crit. So that's why it's there. So do not build Scarlet with vital runes, please. Do not. You're gonna shoot yourself in the leg. You're basically shooting yourself in the foot. All right. Maxwell, you can do double shield or 1 good shield rune. He has no defense, so 1 good shield rune and then 1 shield fatal to maximize his fatal damage. He low-key sucks because you have to attack a unit that has a healing skill type, which means that he's weak to himself, unironically speaking, because he also has a permanent heal skill type. So yeah. Guitar Rock has made a video about him smacking the crap out of Gran, but he's not really useful elsewise. Eizen, like I said, adroitness skill. So rune wise, you want double rage or 1 assault, 1 rage. Both substat agi to maximize the adroitness skill. You can do double assault in this case too, because he's not a multi-hitter. So double assault works too, 1 assault, 1 rage, and then double rage works. And if you want to maximize the bleeding damage, like you want the bleeding damage to crit, you can do it too, you know. So yeah, because what, you get 46% agi before battle times 100%. So if you have 46% agi, you get what, 56% crit. 1 buff will pretty much do the job. Because he starts out with 10, you add 46, so 56% crit rate. So yeah, Cry double shield. You want him to get as close to 100% defense. He has 5%. You get 40%, so 45, and then you need 55% defense to get him to 100% defense. So 2 very strong shield runes will do the job. Plus his damage comes from his defense. So you want a tanky Cry, use that. Easy. Lian is double assault. Or you could do 1 assault, 1 rage, and give him good buffs. Yeah, or you could do double rage too. Double rage is fine. Like I mentioned, you basically want him to crit and then deal as much damage as possible. He has what? 2,220 attack in the beginning, so double assault might not be a bad idea at all, you know? If you get him to crit, I have my Lian double assault right now. So if you go to Lian plus 10, double assault, like I said. And this is crit rate plus 6.4, so that way he can get closer to crit damage. Yeah, 4K times 1.5, so basically 6K damage. 6K damage from self-destructing. If he crits, even more than that. So yeah, I usually do Veronia Lian whenever I use Lian. But for Novice Arena, I would do Serendia Lian, because then his crit rate will go higher. Or Isabel Lian is not a bad idea either. Alrighty, next. So, Kanna. Kanna, 65% defense, so you could build a double shield. Not a bad idea. Or do one shield and then one shield assault. Assault shield split. So that she gets 100% defense when she attacks, and then deals more damage off of her base stat. Or you could do a shield rage or shield fatal, make sure she crits more. But maximizing that, getting to 100% defense when she attacks means that she can take out Mercedes, she can take out whatchamacallit, like if she has Belisir hit her, like Belisir Stigma and Belisir, and she hits Belisir again while having Belisir Stigma, she won't take any damage. You know, you want anyone that has a reflective counter, you know, that Kanna can do a good job hitting those people if she has 100% defense. Karin, she has swiftness, so obviously get Salt and Substat Agi. Yeah, this skill is kind of like Mamaneer's skill. So, yeah, double assault, or you could do one rage, one assault, or double rage. You know, that's, for a lot of warriors, you'll see that this is a repeating pattern. The double assault, one rage, or double rage. Unless they do fixed damage, then you just focus on double assault. So Corette, similar story. Corette only has 35% crit damage, so personally, I wouldn't bother with rage runes on her. I would just focus on double assault since her crit rate sucks. 5% crit, 35 crit damage. So build Corette with one flat, 1%, because I think that's what my Corette is at. Where is my Corette? Yeah. One flat, 1%. Exactly. You see this rune? SSSS? It's the thick rune right here. Thick rune, SSSS. Alrighty. Going back to book. Warriors. Alright. Eunrang, she has adroitness. So, obviously, you want Substat Agi. She has what? 31%, so she has 41% crit rate at the beginning. If you get her to +9, and you want her crit rate to be 100%, so you could do one fatal, one rage. Like honestly, that might be a bad idea, or one assault, one rage, so that way she can crit and always has high, like one assault, one fatal, so that her critical bash always does damage. You know, all really depends on how you want to outfit her. I have my Eunrang outfitted. Where is my Eunrang? Eunrang, yes, I have her split rage. So one rage fatal, split, substat assault. Substat assault, and this is substat agi. Oh, I should probably switch this to substat agi. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna get this to substat agi right now. Come on. Come on. Goodness. Look at the bad RNG. Come on, RNGesus. RNGesus, I need you. Give me Agi. Give me Agi. Oh my goodness. Agility. Wow. This is just bad luck, man. I'm burning through these beads. Can I even get? Yeah, Agi. Give me Agi. Goodness. Dude, this luck is about as bad as guitar's pulls. For Octos, man. There we go. Finally, that took forever. Okay. So now she has more damage from Agi. Oh, I need to get her up. Skill level. No, I don't want to book her. I'll wait till I get a duplicate. Alrighty. Clear my throat here. Yeah, that was just crap luck, man. Guitar Rock's pulls were just about as bad as that. Alrighty. Sorry, Guitar, I'm gonna make fun of your octo pulls. Watch it come backfire to me and I get literal trash when I try pulling from my octos. When I try my second round of pulling. Alright, Kellan is a war boss unit, so again, he doesn't have a lot of base crit rate and crit damage, so I would do double. He gets a better, he has like a crit rate boost thingy. So 50% crit rate after normal attack and stuff. So if he's gonna hit twice in war boss, so yeah, might as well build him double assault, one rage, or double rage. I think I have my Kellan. I forgot where my Kellan is at. Where is my Kellan? Double rage. Yeah, I have him at double rage, and then they're both substat crit rate, so that he gets higher crit rate. Yeah, but I'm gonna wait. I haven't skilled him up because I'm trying to build Farrel. I have him +3, but I'm gonna wait to get more Farrels first. So I'll go strat down the door if you like. Anyway, moving on to Krull. Krull doesn't need runes. He absolutely doesn't need runes. You can go him runeless if you want, but Krull's whole purpose is just to endless pain. But if you want, if you're actually going to use his punishing blow at all, just do double rage, or one assault, one rage, or double assault, like usual. But don't really need runes on Krull. I have runes on Krull because I have like the shittiest runes on Krull. Oh, these aren't actually bad. These are not bad runes. I don't even know why I have such good runes on Krull. I'm gonna remove these because I can use these runes for someone else. I put runes on Krull, lol. Anyway, don't need runes on Krull. That was a lol moment right there. Dr. Morgan. He's a multi-hitter, so like I said, double rage. Or you can do double assault or assault rage. He's like a weaker Christina. Camila. Crit rate. So you want to maximize her crit rate. And assault. So do like one assault, one rage, or one fatal, one rage. Yeah, not a lot of attacks. So you do one assault, one fatal works too. Brisa she has the ultimate strike skill, has the reflective counter. Oh, she has a reflective counter. And can get to 100% defense. Jeez, Brisa, OP, bro. Yeah, low-key, if you use the 3 Musketeers co-op attack, you can receive regeneration and defense boost for 4 turns. You know, 100% defense. Get them all double. Get like a split shield rune, shield assault rune, or shield fatal rune. Brisa, Camila, and Martina can all have 100% defense. That's pretty broken there. Nia, double assault, double rage, one fatal, one rage. Substat agi, so she has adroitness. I think my Nia is equipped with assault and assault. Wow, that is a good legend assault rune. I mean rage rune right there. Jesus. Yeah, I have a split assault rage fatal rune so that she can crit. I don't have as many buffs. I don't need to put as many buffs. See. So once I go in, she already has a lot of crit rate. It's like what, 35.2 times 1.25. So that's what, if we're looking at a quarter, so it's like what, 8%, 9%. We'll just say like 10% more. So 10% add on, so 45%, 1.25. Yeah, 25% of is 9. We're at 9%, not 10%, 9%. So we add 9% to that. 9% add to 35, so we're at 44%. Yeah, she already has like 78, almost 80% crit rate before she goes in. I'm doing the math like off the top of my head, so I don't have exact figures, but she almost has 80% crit rate before the battle even starts. So And yeah, so Nia is pretty hot stuff, especially for knocking out Lucius that isn't maxed out. She's good at removing Lucius's death guard. Like, as long as you can get him to the death guard state, right? Lucius plus 12 has 4 times, 2 times 4. So once Nia comes in, boom, 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 Nia will get rid of Lucius's death guard entirely. So Nia is still pretty okay at getting rid of Lucius's death guard, but you just gotta be careful because plus 12 Lucius can resurrect twice. So Varian, kind of crap. I don't really use her. Don't feel like anyone should use her. You could do crit assault. So do assault fatal, double fatal, assault. Yeah, I don't use Varian. I use Osh for troll. Like, I literally use Osh as a big troll. Osh is not bad. She's hot garbage, but she's not terrible. You know, she's pretty bad, but not terrible. I have 2 assault rage runes on her. 1 flat, and then 1%. The assault rage, the assault portion is 1 flat, 1. So she has pretty good runes, honestly. I don't even know why, but I was trying to swap out, trying to figure out like a budget way of beating Wizard Patan without having to deal with Taylor. If you don't have Taylor, I know some people don't have Taylor, so oh, I didn't get these. Okay. Alright, I think it's coming close to a new day. A new day in the game. Alright, Zakan, double assault because of the counterattack with fixed damage. So you don't want to build him any other way. Double assault, you don't really need substats on him unless you want him to, he doesn't have a really high crit rate or crit damage, so yeah. Get him with double assault, he gets a lot of attack, so I think my Zakan has like 2k attack, so he does 6k consistently as a bomb, so like what's 2k, yeah, about 2k. So I don't have the best runes on him, but he suffices, so that's what, consistent 6k damage. As a counter attack, that's pretty much all you use him for. Next Merc. Try not to make these guides terribly long, so I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. Leto has swiftness, so right here. So you want substat agi on the runes, 81% agi at most, so pretty solid. Do double assault or assault rage or double rage, or you can do 1 fatal 1 rage because if you want him to always crit, 1 fatal 1 rage on Leto is not a bad idea either. Maya, you don't really need runes. You can do double vital to make her last longer, double fatal, double shield to make her tankier, but she's kind of like Elijah, doesn't really do too much. Xenon, you need double vital. Similar story like Lyudmila, max HP every turn, times 30% bleed. You could also do 1 fatal, not 1 fatal, 1 vital 1 rage if you're going to get into crit, or 1 vital 1 fatal. So buff his crit rate up and get the damage, maximize his damage, because he does fixed DOT bleeding. So he doesn't have a lot of health base. Like 5.2k for a warrior is pretty average, but he can easily get 10k, 9k. I've seen a lot of Xenons at 9k, 9.2k. So fixed damage bleed is pretty broken, especially since you do 3 times as more damage to defenders. So yeah, Xenon is actually not trash in Novice Arena. Like he used to be trash before his companion came out, and now he's not. Orion, don't really need runes on her. I have mine with double vital because she just lasts longer. Otherwise, I don't really. Oh, I have a rage and fatal, but she doesn't really benefit from it. None of her skills benefit from the increase in that, but yeah, I don't even have good runes. Like these aren't even maxed out runes because she doesn't even need them. You just use her for world boss and that's it. So Orion's not really that great. She's really good at world boss. Outside of world boss, pretty much trashy. Dominique, I have never seen anybody use Dominique, and she's kind of like Maya in a sense. So don't really need to rune her. Double vital, double shield. Viola, she has really high crit damage, base crit damage, so not a lot of crit rate. So I would do 1 fatal 1 rage to maximize her decomposition, because you want this DOT at plus 10, 7%. Yeah, you want that to crit pretty hard. I think that my Viola, I have it as a split rage. Yeah, rage, fatal rage split, and then rage split. So that way, two good buffs, one good buff. I can even just swap this out for a fatal rune. I can swap out this for a fatal rune. Because that way I can get her to crit more. But, you know, your preference. And then Rydell, she has the adroitness skill. So with that being said in mind, I have my Rydell at plus 15, so she gets this. So get the I have my Rydell as double rage substat agi, because that way it'll maximize the damage. So yeah. Or yeah, 1 assault 1 rage works too. So 1 assault 1 rage, and yeah, so she gets what, 75.2% crit rate at the beginning because of this skill. So yeah, 1 assault 1 rage, you can do double rage, do double assault. As long as you have substat agi, you're good. I have a lot of rage runes. If you don't already know, I built a lot of rage runes. So like, yeah, I have a lot of rage runes. But if you go to my assault runes, I don't really have that many assault runes. So that's why a lot of my mercs, I tend to build them 1 assault 1 rage or double rage, because I don't have a lot of good assault runes. Because when I did the rune temple, my fastest clear for rune temple was like, I got the I got like the 7 turn clear, but my assault is worse. Oh, okay, yeah, it is a new day. All right, 10 premium scrolls, sweet. So today's a day of world boss. Oh wow, okay, cool beans, cool beans. Alrighto, so go back to book. Let's finish up this vid. Deca doesn't really need to do too much. He doesn't have a lot of. Oh, he has this 4th skill. So you could do 1 fatal 1 rage, 1 assault 1 rage fatal, or 1 assault 1 rage. He's pretty versatile when it comes to runes. As long as you don't put vital or shield runes on him, any combination of the assault, fatal, or rage runes should work. I don't really see a lot of people use Deca, so I pretty much use him as a combination. Like I get dupes of him to +9 and then combine him to make a 5-star. Octavia, don't really need runes on her. You can give her more health. She doesn't have a lot of health, so 1 flat 1% vital rune should do the trick. I don't really see a lot of people use Octavia, so yeah. Thalos, I see a lot of people build him double rage. A lot of people build him 1 fatal 1 rage. You don't want him to build assault. He doesn't have anything that benefits from that. So 1 fatal 1 rage, double rage is the way to build Thalos. Marin doesn't really need offensive runes, so give her double vital, double shield to make her live longer. Lydia is in a similar story to the Riginet and Thalos. So you could do 1 fatal 1 rage, you could do double rage, you could do 1 fatal 1 assault, you could do double assault as well, as long as her buffs are right. I don't see a lot of people use Lydia. I mean, if you want, you could do 1 shield fatal, so that she gets 100% defense when she attacks and doesn't take damage, and then also gets more crit rate so that she can get her finishing blow does more damage. Don't see a lot of people use Lydia, but when I do, that's typically how I see her built. I see her as double shield or 1 shield, 1 shield fatal split rune. I don't use Lydia, so I don't have any runes on her. Blaze is a weaker version of Ventana because it's a similar concentrated fire skill. I typically, if I ever see Blaze used, she always has double shield. Because of this defense boost. Otherwise, I don't see anyone using Blaze in general. She's pretty crap. Mia is double vital. I usually see her double vital if I see Mia, or double shield so that she lives longer. Natalie, same story as Elijah and Maya and Dominic. You know, same story. Double vital or no rune her. I don't have any runes on my Natalie because I don't use Natalie often. Wiggle is double assault. He's a bomber. So he self-destructs, bombs, and burns, so he doesn't have a lot of crit rate. So you could do 1 assault, 1 fatal, or do 1 fatal, 1 rage if you want him to like just one buff and blow up stuff, but his DOT doesn't last long. So I see a lot of people do one fatal, one assault, or do double assault. That way he can crit, but typically I see double assault. Double assault is the most common that I see Wiggle use. Bran is kind of crap. He doesn't, you could do double assault. You could do one fatal, one rage, you know, pretty much mix around the offensive units here. Offensive runes here. Because his magical bash isn't as good as Lyudmila's. So that's why. Card, you don't need runes. Actually, you can. You could do one assault, one fatal, one rage to maximize the final strike skill. Otherwise, don't put any defensive runes on him. Don't put vital or shield runes on him. Cordelia, you want double assault. Ideally, because her DOT doesn't last very long, so it's not very helpful to build her DOT. The DOT there is just a guarantee that she kills. But so double assault will maximize this damage. If you want, you could do one fatal, one assault. You know, get her crit rate up, and then one buff should allow her DOT, her burn to crit and stuff. Beatrice is a fixed damage anti-defender, so I have my Beatrice at +10. I put double assault runes on my Beatrice, so if you go to Beatrice, I have one flat and I have 2%. 2% rate assault runes, so 2000 attack exactly, pretty handy. So I know she does about like 2500 consistently at +10. And then Rai is he has increasing crit damage in every turn for 50 turns, so I would do one fatal, one rage. I don't use Rai. You do one assault, one fatal too. I would give him a flat assault rune. So what, 40 or actually no, 1% of rune would work. So like 40% of 84. So 846. So that's what? Yeah, 40% is typically what I would do. So what, 84, 8, we should do 80 times 3, 320. Yeah, you would do 1%. You want to do a percent rune here. So do like a percent assault rune and then a fatal rune or a rage rune. I typically go fatal to get his crit rate up so that he can do one buff and then kill. One buff and then be able to crit. Ron is double assault. That's pretty much it. You want to build a double assault so his damage counter does more damage. Siska doesn't really benefit from runes, so her skills aren't rune dependent. So build her double vital, double shield if you want, because she's like Marin in a sense. Ingrid, she's a multi-hitter, so if you ever use Ingrid, do one fatal, one rage, or double rage, because you essentially want her critical bash to go up. So I would typically do one fatal, one rage, or do one fatal and one fatal rage rune, like a split rune, or you do a rage fatal rune. Doesn't really matter there. I don't have nausea, so I typically see nausea as double assault. I don't really see nausea used any other way. Nausea is a mileage unit, so I would not bother investing in her until you're a veteran player. Riginet, I have my Riginet with a assault, fatal and a fatal rage rune. So fatal, a fatal rage rune. So she pretty much only needs one buff to crit. She already has pretty high lasting crit damage. So yeah, I think that covers everything. No, I need Kozak. Alright, Kozak is the last one. He has this skill which is similar to Frederica's skill. So in this case you want one fatal, one rage, because he doesn't benefit from attack, but this Furious Strike skill can crit. So, and his burn can crit too. So I would do that. And then we're gonna move on to legendaries. So legendary warriors, Sato. Sato does fixed damage, so and has swiftness, so you want double assault, both percent, or yeah, both percent. Because he gets what? 1200? Yeah, both percent. I think. Or you do 1%, 1 flat. Yeah, I have 1%, 1 flat. But you see, they're both substat agi. So I need better runes, because if I can get these legend runes to get like legend plus runes or even epic plus runes, I don't have a good assault runes. So Sato, although he's the best warrior in game right now, my Sato just doesn't cut up to par, even with the right runes. I don't have strong enough runes. Runes make the whole difference. Like, I can't consistently have my Sato kill Livia plus 15. If Livia has double vital runes, I can't have Sato. Like, if Sato hits her, yeah, that's fine. But if Livia hits Sato, my Sato's counterattack doesn't do enough damage. So let me spin this wheel real quick, and then we'll go on to the other legendaries. So Alec is a similar story, but you don't need. You can have him crit. Alec can crit. His third skill can't crit, but his second skill, Atrocious Bash, can. So you can build him if you want. I see a lot of people just do double assault and substat crit rate. So boost his crit rate up. Because once Michaela goes in, it's almost always, if you're gonna see Alec use, is Alec to it's Michaela to Veronia to Alec, always. You know, or it's a Stella, Michaela, Alec. But I always see Veronia Alec. Like, you have to see Veronia Alec. And Michaela is there to activate Atrocious Wrath because he's not at 100% HP. And then once he goes in, up to 3 units will always die. Once Alec moves, up to 3 enemy units will always die. There's nothing that I've seen, that does not get one-shotted by a Alec, Veronia, Michaela combo. And when you build Alec with runes, make sure he has substat defense. Build both of your runes to have substat defense so that, or one rune to have substat defense so that when Veronia buffs, actually with Michaela Veronia combo, you don't. If you're just using Veronia Alec combo, then make sure you have a substat defense. But if you're doing Michaela Veronia combo, don't worry about it. Just give him 2 really strong assault runes and bam, one tap anything. Angelica, okay, Angelica, there's a exception for how I'm gonna build runes on her. Kind of like Edin. If you don't have Angelica plus 12, build her with Fatal Rage runes. And I'm saying this because Angelica benefits from critting. Her lethal impact skill benefits from crit damage. And a lot of the time, you say, even though it says on paper, ignores incoming damage reduction and deals additional damage every max HP times 135, right? If they have any defense, any sort of defense, I've seen many times enemy Angelicas can't kill my Benchina when she has taunt because there's 48% defense on my Benchina when she taunts. So if we go to here, my Benchina is built pretty well, in my opinion. So my Benchina has 2 vital runes, both substat defense. They're not the best vital runes, but they do well. She has 40k HP, so when she has taunt, she gets 48% defense. And when that comes in, if Angelica does not crit, right, she won't kill my Benchina. She needs to crit. She has 100% crit damage. So personally speaking, if you are a plus 11 or under, you know, you don't have a plus 12 or higher, build 1 fatal and then 1 fatal rage. If you do have a plus 12 at 65% defense, so 75% because she has 10% base, build her 1 shield and 1 fatal. And then if you're at 75, so she has 85, you could do 1 shield, 1 fatal split, do a shield fatal split, and then another fatal, so that she always has 100% crit rate. And then if you're at plus 14, which is 85, so 95%, you can do 1 fatal, 1 fatal rage, both substat defense, so that she always has 100% defense. She'll have a 103% defense with runes, her base stats, and the skill at plus 14. And then Angelica is the pretty much most broken legendary. She's pretty broken. Not most broken, but she's super broken. Because she can kill any high HP unit if she crits. It doesn't matter how much HP they have. Because if it's 135% additional damage, they're always going to crit. As long as if she crits, she's always going to kill them. As long as they don't have 100% defense. Okay? They're not talking about Grand. And then the last one is Vols. So Vols, like Anastasia, has Fatal Fury. So you're gonna want double Rage Runes on Vols, and yeah, that's it. Double Rage Runes, and her skill can crit. So I would do double Rage Runes, substat crit rate, or substat assault. I would do a substat crit rate so that she can get better crit. Bloody Bash does crit, so her base attack isn't that terribly high. So when you do double rage, you could do double rage substat attack or double rage substat crit rate. I would do double rage substat crit rate, but yeah, up to you. Anyway, so that's that. If you like this video, please leave a like. I'm gonna work on the rest of the guides at a later time. Gotta first upload this one. So, subscribe if you're new for more content. I'm gonna make videos about Brave 9, especially since now, you know, with everybody still being quarantined and such. I hope everyone's staying safe out there. It's pretty scary. Like when I go shopping, I have to wear masks. People check me all the time. It's pretty terrifying. So, yeah, just be careful out there. When this all blows over, this will just be another moment in history, and we don't really gotta remember. We don't have to worry about it after it's over. So yeah. So leave a comment if you think, you know. Just say hi. I always look at your comments. Always reply to your comments. If you have any disagreements about runes in this video, let me know. I'm always open to constructive feedback. And yeah, until next time, Red Ice signing off.